Hi, I'm back. Just about when I was, I was done with these branches here, and I successfully cleared the path. The battery died. I'm going to cut some of these, tips of these branches, and that's about it. Then I'm going to move on. I'm going to move on and try to, take care of these branches and those branches now. And then I'll move on to clear the pond. Now I want to call it a river, to clear the river. Okay, let's see. One more here. One more here. And this is, I think this is enough for now. So let's see. Oh, this guy here. And these guys. Oops. Oh, okay. Some more vines. Vines are all over the place. More vines are here. Okay. And my handsaw. I will now. Let's see. I'm going to. I think I'm going to take care of this guy, and then this big guy here. Okay, so I wonder if. Oops, what's going on? Turn it off. It's not stable enough for the handsaw. I'm trying to remove some of the spikes. Maybe it's better to use my scissors. I'm trying to cut off the spikes, you know. Okay, so okay. So I'm gonna cut it here. Oh, oof. My goodness, it was almost. And this is crooked, so I'm going to cut it here. One log and another log. Two logs. Oh, now my grab now has holes here and here. This was my fault. I did it with my saw, but this just wore out. My right grab is still fine, but anyway, let's see. Next I'm going to have to Oof. Scissors. Scissors, scissors, scissors. Oops. Let's see. So I'm gonna have to take care of this guy.それは美観とかそんなことだよ、ね、そんな俺には何の意味もない。ちゃんと日が当たって下の草が育てまた根性を生きられん、そういう意味やからね。そんなもん下の方に葉っぱなんかいっぱいする。こんなもちゃめちゃ茂ってたらそこに草も生えへんし、そんなことじゃ昆虫なんか生きられん。Okay, now let's see. I was remembering my conversation with a guy who tried to, for some unknown reason, teach me how a tree should be nurtured and made into a symbol tree and stuff. But my interest is not like making it look good. No. My interest is to make it a good place for insects, particularly insects, but insects and other creatures to live on or to live under. In particular, the guy was trying to teach me why I shouldn't cut lower branches. Come on, if you don't cut lower branches, the ground does not get enough sun, hence grasses do not grow and insects cannot thrive, see? So the guy says, come on, insects aren't that important. Oh, come on, insects are far more important for me than trees, especially a symbol tree. It's just a matter of appearance, right? I don't care about the appearance. I care about the functions of trees and grasses, their function, their role in helping insects and other creatures live and grow. Okay, now, people are stupid. You can believe in anything you like, but just because you believe, trees in the yard should look good and insects are unimportant and so on, well, it doesn't make them unimportant. it simply means that's what you believe. So what? I mean, you can believe anything you like. Who cares? Leave me alone. Insects are far more important to me. Insects and frogs are more important. In a way, they are more important than humans. And I don't mean it as an insult, but they are more important, at least for me. I'm talking about myself, okay? Far more important than women. Why? Because it is so, you know? That's how I am. And why are you complaining about? I mean, do I have to feel like, you know, women are more important than insects? Why? I mean, what you like in your life, what you enjoy in your life is, you know, is up to you. But I've had this problem all through my life. People try to tell me what to do, and what they say is typically or normally, oh yes, typically people don't have a PhD in mathematics, by the way. Typically people don't become president of a company. Typically you don't win Nobel Prize, you know. Typically you don't win gold medal. Typically you don't become a world champion in boxing. You see, look, typical is mediocre, and typical is no good. Okay, I'm atypical, and that's a good thing. Yes, there are so many vines still growing here. Vines. I think my fight against vines will continue. Okay, so next. So that's gone now, and the wind has subsided somehow, and now it's, yeah, maybe that was a weather front of some kind, I don't know. I mean, it didn't look like it was going to rain or anything like that, but okay. All right. Okay. Oh. Now. One more. A couple more branches. One branch is here. And I see there is one more. But. Ooh. Wow. This spiky tree, because of the spikes, I'm sure, it's it gets entangled with, you know, many other trees, including other branches of the same tree. Okay, so I'm gonna cut these into pieces, and oops. These spiky tree branches are no more. Oh. Spiky. There we go. Oops. Oh, it's windy again, maybe. Yeah, it's getting windy again, just a bit. Ooh. Spikes. This spiky tree. Oh, and one more spiky tree. It's getting windy again. Don't you hate it? When you're trying to toss away the spiky tree, it's beginning to get quite windy. One more tree, one more spiky branch, very small branch, and one more branch, one more small branch, and one more small branch. This is not a spiky tree branch, but and whew, okay. Here is another one. Oh, now it's windy again. I hate it. It's windy again. Oh. All right, it's cut. These vines, oops, I found more vines, all over the place, and all right. I'm silent. I'm concentrating on my work, and okay. It's not that interesting, but still I can get the sense of achievement, because the pile of spiky tree branches, the pile is getting smaller and smaller. Okay, now, oops. I want to cut this because I keep stumbling on, I keep stumbling on this guy, so I'm gonna cut it. Wait a minute, what's going on here? Ooh. I'm cutting all right, but it's, yeah, okay, I did it, good enough, good job, I got this much. Now I didn't stumble on it as easily as before. Okay, now one more branch, well, a couple more branches actually, but that means I'll be that much closer to finishing the job, so that's fine. But this it's windy and cold. Let's see, is the audio still? Yes, the audio is fine. Okay. 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 Oh, more branches. Wow.まあそんなにいらないじゃないですか。そんなバカな言い方をしてどうするんですか。間違ってるじゃない。So what's the problem? ばっかりだし。まあ何が気に入らんのかしら。Yeah, I mean, here is the thing. All of a sudden, it wasn't a flashback. As I was cutting this, I was thinking about this. You see. Many people, you know, they are not aware of the ultimate, you know, crisis for humans, and it is that this solar system, the Earth, or even this universe, if you believe in this multiverse, you know, there are different parallel world kind of thing, multiverse theory, even this universe, all those things may disappear one of these days, meaning eons away, you know, into the eons into the future. Nevertheless, I mean that's when, if we do nothing about it, you know, humans are certainly going to become extinct, and that is the ultimate human crisis I always talk about. And if you are just simply thinking that it's not likely to happen, you know, like in your lifetime, hence you're not going to worry about it, okay, that's one attitude. But you know, so often people enthusiastically talking about, you know, making this world a better place, you know, when you leave this world, making it a better place than, you know, as you found it. Okay, then you are indeed worried about your your offsprings, right? Then you have to start researching about how we can escape, okay, when this universe, when the Earth, the solar system, this universe, the Milky Way, when it dies, it disappears, and but those same people who enthusiastically talk about, helping or leaving a legacy for the offsprings, they do not listen to me seriously when I talk about what I just talked about. And why the hell is that? That is the ultimate human crisis. Humans are going to disappear because the Earth is disappeared. The sun is going to die, you see. Why do you not worry about those things, and why do you not conduct research so you can find a way, to escape when it happens and to survive that kind of catastrophe? Some researchers, some scholars are indeed conducting that kind of research, but they are not necessarily enthusiastically supported. So, I don't know. They are more worried about, making a better mobile phone or computer now than saving human species when they lose their habitat, the Earth, or this universe. And I find it quite self-centered, selfish, and stupid. They are not consistent. They want to save or help their offsprings, right? Then, how about this ultimate crisis? Okay. People don't listen to us, physicists and mathematicians, seriously when we talk about things like time reversal, But that's also, kind of weird because if you think about it, okay, of many axes, X, Y, Z axis and time axis is the only one that on which or along which you can go backwards, right? In the X direction you can go either way. It's like, you can go to the east or to the west, or if you want you can you can go in either direction, but such is not the case with time. And some people believe that it is just us. In other words, it's an ability lacking in humans, but it is not like impossible. As a rule, our physics, in our framework of modern or classical physics, it seems impossible. In some theory of modern physics, it's possible, but you don't convince me. They don't convince me until they actually travel backwards and forward, either way, along the time axis. What's interesting, by the way, is that theoretically it seems possible to create, to invent a time machine that can take you to the future, but not the other way. But even that is, such is, what the theory suggests at this point true. But I mean, why? If you think about it, it's not. It's not like it has to be that way. It does not have to be that way. So, okay, now it's yes. Now there are much less spiky trees. Nice. Oops. Spikes. Go away, spikes. Okay. Oh. Yes. One more spiky branch conquered. Cut into pieces. Again, I need a wood chipper or shredder, one of those things. Okay. Now more. Let's see, which ones is this? Is this a spiky tree? I don't know. Maybe, but let's attack. Now I'm going to attack this big spiky branch. This may be the largest. I'm gonna attack this. One branch at a time. Okay, a small branch first. One, and I am cutting some of these small ones. That do not require sawing. A hand saw. Sawing sounds like you're making some clothes or something. Anyway, okay, more branches. More branches, and I'm gonna cut this, and I'm gonna cut this with a saw. Where is my? There we go. It's cold. Oh, this was a big branch, and another one. As you can see, the volume is much less now, and here's another one. Here is another branch I want to take care of, and one more. I want to cut this. Okay, let's take care of all these. Small branches. Okay. Now I'm getting closer and closer to the end. Oops, was it this? I don't know. Maybe not.そういう事実は厳然として存在するんで、その時に何か起こったかというと、何もその新しく物を導入したとかいう巨大なコンピューターとかあったらなんかねえ話もなんかあるのかなって思えないことはないですけど、そんなんじゃないんで本当にすっごいこれやっぱりそのWi-Fi も申し込まないとないんですよ。申し込んでないんで、ワイヤレスは便利ではありますけど、セキュリティはやっぱりワイヤーに負けます、どうしても。だから僕らはあんまり使わないです。別にいや大学の方のやつも入っていて、そいつはですね、最近マスター。うわー、whoa, look at these spikes. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Oh.インターフェアランスがそれで起こっているということは、結局なぜだと、なぜ飛んでないの、なぜワイヤーでやってるからですよ。全部ワイヤーで Wi-Fi わかんない、わかんで、その個人で明日何するとかそんなコミュニケーションもして全部Wi-Fi したいなあかん。知らんっていうか、それね、別に話したんだから事実を学べばいいだけなので、それができないからできませんとか、そんなことはないので、その事実すら学んでいない、そんな事実すら学ばずに働いてないやんだよ。自分ですでにできることをやるだけです。これまでやってなかったこと。And this requires a saw. Okay. All right, the last branch. Well, this time. Shindo. Hey Jude. Bravo. 偉そうになんか全くしない。でもただ Pines. Okay. Now, this guy is, yes, it's a dead vine, I think. Oh, it's not dead. Okay. But just about dead. That's why you can break it like so. Whew. Wow. Spikes. I need to remove all these spikes. They are so dangerous. Okay, now all right. So I am going to, okay, I'm going to cut. Oh, now I'm working on, again, I'm working on this spiky tree. And what time is it anyway? $3:30. Okay. I am going to cut. I'm going to cut. This branch and this branch maybe. Okay, I'm going to cut this branch. Okay, one of them, a fairly large one. Oops. Oh, wow. Whoa, it's a big one. Okay, and one more, maybe this, you know, this guy. I'm gonna cut it here. Okay. One more. And perhaps one more here, you know. Oh. Oh, it's almost cut. Okay. All right. I will leave it. Leave it here for now, and I'll take care of the other two branches I cut. Wow. Now, what are you trying to? Okay, wow, so many spikes. Okay. Oops. Now another big branch I just cut. stalker. Okay. Next. All right. Nature Wonderland.どうしてそれがね、いや自分のとしてかまへんって言うけど、やっぱりなんで人様の形に僕のゴミを頭を下げておかないといけないかっていうのは全くわからないんですね。それむしろ自分の私有地なのにそこをゴミ置き場にしている、それが問題なのじゃないですか。だからそれをむしろやめてもらって、だから僕はそんな本に着なくていいようにね本に着なくていいようにと、そうかしだ無理やで、そんな。いや、もうあいつは話になれへんな。Okay. Oh, it was a flashback about the trash pickup site, the nearest site which I'm supposed to use. Somehow, it is on, according to the resident of that, of the premises, according to that person, it is on his, it's a he, on his, actually it's a couple, but on their premises. And they indeed put their trash there, and the city authority, the municipality will pick it up. And according to him, I should also put it there. And I checked with the city, and more or less it is around there. But the thing is, currently the pickup station is on this guy's premise, and I am asking him for a favor and letting me use his, use the trash pickup station on his premises. But I don't see any reason why me, I'm not a second citizen or anything. I have to ask for a favor, for a favor from my neighbor for the service run by the municipality. So I've been busy, but I've been intended to call the city and find out the truth about this. This is the last branch I cut, about this pickup station. I tend to believe that it's really not his premise, but it is by It is at the corner across from his premise, at the corner at the intersection of two roads. Actually, yeah, two roads. That's what I think. So somehow, since it's more convenient, he and by the way, since there is more space, rather than the corner near the intersection, there is more space on his premises. I mean, that's typically the case, right? I mean, at an intersection, there's only so much space, and if it's a private property, sure, it's a part of the garden, and the entire garden, so to speak. I mean, the entire open space around there can be used to place the trash, and I'm thinking perhaps the guy over the years, not necessarily on purpose, but started putting it there, on his premise as opposed to across the street, and it just became like that, and it's even possible that that thing started, before his time. In other words, his parents, he's an old man, but his parents started the practice. Even that's possible. So I want to be careful, but I still think it's weird that the public trash station, trash pickup site is on a private premises, and neighbors, at least to me, I have to ask for a favor so I can put my trash on my neighbor's premises. You see, it doesn't make any sense of any kind, correct? So, I want the city to officially change the trash pickup site and let the guy know it's been changed, and so he should put his trash not on his premises but across the street from there. Yeah, that was the thing I was murmuring about in Japanese. Yeah, so many weird things are happening in this world. I mean, people don't worry much about the law, so but I mean, come to think about it, a public service, the municipality's service, I mean, it shouldn't be shouldn't use, except for some truly exceptional cases, I guess, shouldn't use someone's private property, I don't think. At least in the States, I've never seen anything like that. So I want it to be changed. I don't think it's too much to ask. Yeah, I mean, what's important? Oops. Toward the もっと気持ち伸ばし、そうです。何も言わないですか。 もう何から何まで競馬というわけですよ。知らんから面白いんですよ。好きな人は好きですよ。勉強するとか1000円とかワイルドな仲間のかどうかとか、だってスキーとか年寄りでスキー好きな人いるでしょ。そういうことなんですよ。もうほんまにあかんのかいとOkay. I like skateboarding, by the way, and people complain about that as well. This is unheard of in the United States. I know a lot of college professors who also like skateboarding or any one of those, so to speak, youth sports, and no one complains about it. They understand that when young, they got hooked on it, and even after they aged, they still liked it, so they kept doing it. I knew one Berkeley professor who was commuting on the skateboard. No one complained about it. He was kind of famous because not too many old people, do that. But he was good, and it showed to me that, he picked it up when young and he was still enjoying it. I thought it was marvelous, but some people even complained about it. What are they complaining about? It's so weird. When I was a college professor, I'm 67, I retired at the age of 65. In Japan, there is a mandatory retirement age for college professors, and for my university, actually for all the what they call former imperial colleges, imperial universities, the retirement age, I believe, it's 60 now, and they are trying to change it to 70, I believe. But when I retired, it was 65. Anyway, so when I was a college professor, there were people who insisted that I should wear a tie, and the reason is something like, that's the proper attire. Okay, what's wrong with, I wear shorts in summer, and what's wrong with that? I know many Nobel Prize winners who are dressed like that in summer, and that kind of privilege, I believe, does not come with the Nobel Prize, And by the way, I happen to know many lesser scholars, lesser than I am, my own assessment, and who wore shorts in summer. So I should be able to myself. Let's see. So. Okay, here we go. You win. Those idiots. And by the way, I didn't become like this because I went to the States. I was like this. Or differently put, many people in pure sciences are like me, I think. So I was like this even before I went to the States. Yes, and I was a slight misfit, but not in a serious manner, because as I just said, people in pure sciences, even in Japan, like me. And I was, oops. I was able to, because I was like this, by the way, even before I went to the States, I was able to fit right in that sense, except that my autism, prevented me, both in Japan and in the United States, to really get along, communicate with people well and get along with people. But otherwise, I was fine. And by the way, typically, how it is that I'm not as comfortable as uncomfortable as people who are around me. In other words, it's unfortunate, but I'm making other people uncomfortable because I'm so different. But I'm not uncomfortable being so different. It's fine with me to be different, But of course, I always complain about those people who do not accept differences. And like in my case, I academically I excelled, and athletically I excelled. I wasn't a super athlete, but I was good, and so there is no reason why they had to dislike me. Let's see, how much time do I have left? Maybe 10 more minutes or so. Okay, in 10 more minutes or so, I'd better put in a new battery. Do that. Let's see. So next, I am. Okay, so I don't know what it is. It's a plant, I guess. It's a root of some plant. Look, it looks so weird, but it's a root of some plant, I think. Okay, so next, let's see. Maybe I'm done with that big spiky tree, so I think it's a good point to Okay, it's a good point to stop and put in a new battery. Okay, so to be continued. See you later. Bye.